Today is day 10, September 2022. We will have a conversation quite simple, quite clear, kind of forced to talk, and I hope that you give up this idea as kind of keeping listening. And I'm not in the mood to keep talking the same way, but sometimes I have to do. We offered the entire security plan, the phase 2022 up to 2028. The legitimacy to get in touch with the issues belongs to the center of interest receiving these elements issued. The violation during this as the interference made. If we are doing this for the system of justice, it's an obstruction at the cognitive level made by them. If goes inside a trial or to support a trial, it's a crime named obstruction of justice. And the legal right to do the punishment belongs to the United States of America, not belongs to the corruption center of activity Brazil. Even inside the security forum belongs to America. The treason of state powers goes by specific chairs. America has judicial failure, as we could prove before. First thing we will have is kind of things we did and of course that we delivered. The security plan is executed all by law. Cgqm new tracer by quadrants. Values binary. The evaluation from corruption on regular area with criminal purpose based on corruption inside regular area that got contaminated by the continuity, sometimes have interaction by chains codified, leads to criminal purpose, switching the value at the regular area. When you loop the activity by the hiring process you do and the quality of contracts and the gaps we observed, unfortunately, prove this. Industrial project research development theory. Research new tracer chairs inside buildings, corporate or public, with it segmented as institutional level. Development as a quadrant tracer. We must have you at the court for a not partial judgment, all by law. The internal control starts at and goes only inside the institution and starts always against the top level. If you pass through the control, have the legitimacy to apply the control and you know review your entire institution. This is something very basic. Intellectual asset violated to criminal offender. Under violation, interests hurted, creditors committee. The American greed is a reality. Belong to the American at the cognitive level to get this situation as reality. We will observe that the idea can be very clear here. The crosscut and the regression from global conjuncture to micro environment. The corruption traced by a single human resource with huge density at the decision, corrupted, or groups under this domain of circumstance, which is a theory about criminal science, on German, domain of circumstance, Klaus Roxanne. The finalism of activity, as you could observe by numbers, based on corruption, and going in the way we have proved right now, and you can support your lies anymore criminal offender. It's a criminal activity. When you look this by nepotism, by fraudulent contracts, considering that you will be covered forever, even if you do this inside the security forum, and being dishonest with the international community and environment in the way you did with the economic records and financial records by similarity and inference comparative model. If you do this at your criminal records and subsidiary data about crimes by payments on departments, doing this and using the abusive procedure to put innocent people down or innocent person down or a company down, or even such the embarrassing situation between different states that kind of have indeed this kind of belligerent behavior between them both, of course that you consider that can change the reality as mankind of our global environment. But when you do this against, for instance, an American interest, even inside the mailbox, since from the very beginning, you are beyond the limits of your center as application of your corruption purpose. You are unable to follow the law and uphold the law. Equally, you can follow or have the legal accomplishment with your own constitution. You are against all this, and all this is used against you all. The legal right to apply the punishment belongs to the United States of America. You have no right to do any kind of interference. Brazil checks on it and peers related with traced from the public budget by checks with signature crossed with bank accounts, illegal and fraudulent property evaluation, and this is not wealthy. This is not a profitable result. This is something that is named criminal result. The legal advantage is the main purpose, almost during all this criminal behavior and interconnecting you all. But to obtain the advantage, you must transfer the national resource or the saving account resource at your company using an interface or an instrument named budget, but it's for control. And here is an extra element of your guiltiness, and your accusation is flawless. You all will be sent to a federal prison in United States of America by things you did against that national state that for sure do not got ruled by the cowardice you do against your own people, against your own institutions. And if they behave themselves like you did, of course that you suffer the same kind of consequence and treatment. It's on Risk Report 2022 3 September.blogspot.com. It's my contribution as free will, goodwill, and in good faith for sure, having no expectation by a conjuncture ruled by criminal purpose, but my legal right is a compensation, and all flowing through this and by this equally entirely legal and with all legitimacy to charge you all 37 trillion plus 5 billions as harassment case, confirming this security plan. It's executed and delivered all by law. Any question, criminal offender? Have a great Saturday.